Hello everybody, I hope everyone's having a lovely day. The weather here is quite poor. It's been raining. Although it's not raining now, but it has been doing some heavy raining, heavy downfall rain. It must be because of this new storm what's heading towards the UK. And we're in for a red alert. It might not affect where I live, but it's in Scotland, in the northeast. I think the storm's called Storm Barita or something like that. So I hope everyone stays well and doesn't get hurt or anything in these storms. And please refer to the storm forecast wherever you live in the country, because apparently it is going to be bad over the course of the next few days and even over the weekend. That's as far as I know. It's very rare we get a red flood warning or red alert. So just please be aware, if you live in the UK, you're better off finding out. Anyway, for my talk today, I'd like to talk about taming budgies. Now, as you know, I've only got the one budgie. If you've got more than one budgie, taming can be a bit more difficult. This is when you first go to wherever to purchase your bird, and then you want to train it to go on your finger. Right, training my bird wasn't that bad because she was just more or less a baby. She was only 7 weeks old when I got Sammy. So what I did, where are you? Oh, you're right behind me. I don't argue. See, she's all well and lovely. She's had a bath today as well, haven't you? Now, taming Sammy wasn't that much of an effort really. And tips for taming your bird is they have to get used to your finger. When you first put your hand in, remember me saying a budgie, anything that's big, it sees you as the enemy. Well, it's just as true with the human who purchased the budgie. So go into the cage. You leave your budgie in your cage first of all for about 2 weeks so it can get used to you as a person. It gets to know your voice and it'll start to recognise you as its owner, because it's constantly watching anyway, as you know. So if you just go in the cage and it's just going to see a hand coming towards it and it's going to be scared, which is exactly what happened with Sammy, isn't it, Sammy? The first time I put my hand in your cage, you was terrified. You're better making your budgie feel at ease, talking softly to your budgie, because it does get to know your voice. It gets to know your mannerisms, words, what you say. It gets to know you. So what you're better off doing, really, let's that pause now. What you're better off doing is at your cage. I know there's no Sammy in your cage right now. But for it to get used to your finger, you put it near a certain point in the cage, just like that. You put your finger near a point and keep it in there, just like that, and then it can start getting used to your finger. And just keep repeating this, because budgies are curious, and eventually it'll come, either the budgie will come closer to your hand, or you'll be able to get closer to your budgie. And also there's an easier way. And that's to use the budgie's favourite things to eat. Now, with Sammy, what is the best thing in the world to a budgie, usually, is millet. So you get a stalk of millet and you put the food right up to the budgie, and this takes patience and consistency. You put the food to the budgie, and the budgie may start pecking at the food in the cage. And then, because you can hold millet, because it's got a long stalk, you can hold your millet and also put your finger just like that and hold the millet in your hand, and the budgie eventually will go on your finger to eat the millet. It just takes patience. It can take a few days, in some cases even a few weeks, depending on how old your budgie is. Now, the younger the budgie, the more easier to tame your budgie is. When it's an older budgie, it could take a lot longer. It's not impossible, but it could take a lot longer with it being an older bird, because they're so used to being with other birds instead of humans. Okay, well, I hope this helped for those who's thinking of getting a budgie for the first time. The reward of getting that budgie on your finger is so lovely. It'll make you happy no end. It really will. So I hope this helped, and happy taming. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. For any more budgie tips and tricks, please check out my other videos, because they may help somebody. They may help you. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll both see you soon. Okay.